Thanks for joining me, my friends. Deb Aspelin. I am 61 years old and love my life. And I'm here to share that with you. A little bit about me, and that's what today is all about. How did I even get here? I love all things social media, nails, hair, makeup, Jesus, all the things that make my life a better place. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story in this episode so that you understand me and where I'm coming from. But like I said, I'm 61 years old, but I feel better than when I was in my 40s, and I'm going to explain that to you. I have been married to my best friend for 34 plus years. That is a blessing and a little challenging all at the same time. So I'm sure I'm going to be sharing some of that. But I have 4 children. We had 4 kids in less than 4 years. We were done with 2 kids. And then we found out when our youngest was 1.5, our oldest was 3, we were done. Guess what? You're pregnant. Guess what? It's twins. So we had a very, very busy life. 4 kids in less than 4 years, and all the things that come with that, from the crazy baby stage to all the busyness of school. And normally they had 3 different schools that we were at. And then the teenage years. Oh my word. That just about did me in. So when our twins were born, it's just such a big story. I'm only going to put it in a tiny little nutshell. I was left in a totally crippled body at 34 years old with 4 kids, all the things. And this journey from that time until now, 28 years, is what I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share everything. That's what I do. I share everything. But when I say I was left in a crippled body, basically when I was pregnant and the delivery was very traumatic, everything in my body from about my waist to my thighs stopped working. And then severe infections got into my blood. I was septic. It's a miracle that I lived. And it's a miracle my 2 kids, my babies, lived. But we did. And you're going to hear about that journey because it was amazing. So after the delivery of my twins, my legs had stopped working. So for 8 years, my husband put my socks on every single day. Yeah, that was fun. So then I had both my hips replaced, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward to 2 years ago, I was living in a completely crippled body. I could not stand or walk for more than 5 minutes at a time without just horrific stabbing back pain. And so lots of doctoring, specialist surgeries, acupuncture, chiropractic, cranial sacral, you name it, I tried it because I needed my life back. So much prayer. I would lay at bed at night pleading with God, either heal me, help me find something to heal my body, or just take me home because I don't want to live like this. So the funny part about that is 7 years ago, I was introduced to network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct selling, social selling, whatever name you want to put with it, with a beautiful company for women. It was a bra replacement. That company has closed, but it introduced me to a world I love. So the community, the people, People helping people is huge to me. I love to help people. I love being able to do things that reflect the work that I put into them. Work hard, reward. That's kind of my motto. So I love this platform. As a person that has had a busy life forever, I love that you can add this to your life. You can use it to fill in the gaps. You can completely launch your life with this form of business, and I love that. But mainly what I love is just doing life with my tribe. I love it. I have a lot of wisdom because I'm old. And so I just love doing life together. So let's talk about then what happened. So 2 years ago, I had already said I had been involved with a multi-level marketing company. For me at that point, it was never about building teams and all that. It was about a product that truly changed my life, that I loved and I used every day. And I shared that. So 2 years ago, my friend Alicia started a multi-level marketing business, a supplement company. I was like, because I am the type of person, I support my friends. And so, but the last thing I needed was a supplement. I had spent thousands of dollars. In fact, I still have a drawer down here with so much stuff in it. I paid tons of money. Nothing ever worked. And I was like, Alicia, why? Why would you do supplements? There's so many great companies out there. Why would you do that? So then I decided I am going to order something from her business to show her. It doesn't work. See, I told you. You guys. What? You know, in my life, something that has happened over and over and over again is me prejudging a situation and doing it just to prove somebody wrong. And then I was the one that was proved wrong. Like over and over. Kind of like my kids would never do that. They did it multiple times, and don't ever say my kids will never do that. So I ordered this Glow Collagen. It's so simple. It's a liquid. You drink an ounce of it every night before you go to bed. And I was like, well, this is dumb. About 2 weeks into that, you guys, I started being able to stand straight. I wasn't struggling getting out of a chair. I was getting out of bed in the morning and not having to stand to absorb the pain before I walked. What? Even my husband, who is the guy that doesn't even take ibuprofen when he needs it. And he was watching me and he was like, I think I want to try that stuff. What? So you guys, this blew my world apart. So then my friend was right. I was wrong. And today I'm always going to have back issues. Always. There's way too much damage, way too much arthritis. But these products have allowed me to live my life. So exciting. So then the next thing that happened, this company released a product for weight loss. You guys, I have been plus size my entire life. Not kidding you. And I had always been the girl that I can do any diet. I can kill it. I can lose 30 pounds like that. The problem was I was just done with that yo-yo dieting. And so I'm locked into doing this business, and now they have a weight loss thing. The idea of doing weight loss on social media for a person that has never lost weight and maintained it horrified me. Horrifying. But there I was. Once again, God just like threw me into something. And as much as I was like, no, here we go. So I'm not going to go into a lot of the detail, but I was the person that I could change my eating for a few months. I could do anything, keto, carnivore, you name it. I have done them all. But I could do them for 2 to 3 months, lose a lot of weight, and then I was done with that. So I had decided about 5 years ago, I was done. No more dieting. I always felt beautiful. Even as a plus size person, my size was not something that made me want to change. No. So here I am using these products, still eating the foods that I loved, and I was just shrinking. And it was like, what? This is crazy. So I was done with the lose 30, gain 40. That was my entire life. And suddenly I had gone from a size 22 to a 14, still eating sourdough bread. I love sourdough. I love making it. I love giving it away. I love all the things. And here I was, eating sourdough bread every day, wearing a size 14 jeans. Like, what? So once again, I'm blown away and life is changing. And I have maintained that for 2 years. Crazy. I love God and all the things that he does in my life. It amazes me every single day that God takes this broken woman that grew up in a very dysfunctional home with an alcoholic dad, a mom that struggled with mental illness, and took me to be the person that I am today. Becoming a mom, I was like, how can I do this? Do it well. And I think back to my mother-in-law, who, wow, God blessed me with the most amazing mother-in-law. And she taught me how to be a mom. Did I do it perfect? Nope. I messed up almost every single day of raising my kids. But through grace and amazing kids, I have 4 adult kids now that range from the age 28 to 32. And they are amazing. They're all just, I'm so proud of every one of them. So I was breaking cycles and just doing the best that I could do. But what I want this YouTube channel to be, yeah, it's about Deb Aspelin because that's who I am and that's who's doing it. But I want it to be about what goes on in my life, what I discover, what I do, and helping you through anything in your life that you're going to be facing. You know, when I listen to all of this stuff talking about what we need to do for a podcast and the niche that you have, and you know what, you're going to get me. You're going to get me on great days. You're going to get me on bad days. And we're just going to do life together. And that is what I want this to be. God has blessed me with a great life, with tools that I constantly find that help me be a better person And that's what I'm going to be sharing here. I'm ready to do this YouTube with you. So high five, my beautiful friends. You have a great day, and we will talk soon.